want to teach you how to make some granola bars using ratios and not having to use exact measurements. If you're new here, my name is Amy Cross and this is the Cross Legacy, where I teach you how to save money on groceries. Our grocery budget in our household is $135 per person, and there's only 2 of us that live here at the house. So in total, the grocery budget is $270 a month, but oftentimes I'm feeding extra people. This is a great recipe that you can use those ingredients that you have in your house and mix and match them to get the quantities that you need. At our house, we are an allergy family, and so I don't buy very many things that are already pre-made in packages because there's ingredients that we can't use. And as you see, we have a lot of single ingredient items that I store mostly in glass, so that way they stay fresh for a really long time. These granola bars, we are not going to turn on the oven at all to cook them. So they are all a no-bake recipe for granola bars, which I love, especially going into the summer months. But if you did want to turn on the oven to toast your things like the rolled oats and coconut, you totally can. I'm just going to choose not to today. So if you are wanting to roast or toast anything in the oven, you'd want to turn it on for 350 and then put the rolled oats and any of the coconut or nuts in there for 5 to 8 minutes. Just keep an eye on it so it doesn't burn. So for the ratios, I really want you to think dry ingredients versus sticky ingredients, where you're going to use 2 cups of dry ingredients to 1 cup of sticky ingredients. And for us today, the majority of that is going to come from the rolled oats. I'm trying to use some of these up, so this is a great thing to hand out as a snack. I'm also going to be adding some chia seeds to this. You can also add either flax seeds or hemp hearts to it. And for some of the mix-in options, I do have some pistachio nuts. These are about all that I have left here, and I want to use them up. And I'm allergic to some kinds of nuts, and pistachio is one that I can eat. I also have some pumpkin seeds here too. You can add any kinds of nuts or seeds to this. So in a bowl, we are going to add 2 cups of the rolled oats and any seeds that we're going to add. So total of that binding material is going to be 2 cups. And then I'm going to end up warming up this peanut butter so it is easier to mix up. So since we don't have a microwave, I'm going to just do that on the stovetop. But you want a mixture of peanut butter and honey. We actually buy our honey once a year in this huge tub. You want to warm the peanut butter up on the stove or the microwave if you're using it. And then as it's cooling off a little bit, then add the honey to it. So you normally don't want to cook raw honey, but you want it just to be a little bit more smooth. And then I'm also going to be adding the 3 dates that I still have left over and probably a handful of these raisins. And I've been craving coconut, so I'm going to add a little bit of this too. And you can always add things like chopped up chocolate in it, which would be delicious. This is just how things happen here. I am chopping these items up, getting ready to add the dates. Decided I'd rather have the dates with some peanut butter and share with the camera person. We're gonna add more raisins back into the mix. So we had some dates with peanut butter on it and it was absolutely delicious. I love that this peanut butter doesn't have any sugar in it. So that is something else that I can control the sugar that I'm eating because I don't have added sugar in my peanut butter. So if I wanted to turn on the oven, this is when I would turn it on, and I would put these on a cooking sheet and then toast them, but I don't want to heat up my kitchen today. I've honestly never measured these before, but I want to make sure that I have measurements for you guys. I did 1.5 cups of the rolled oats. And by the way, I get the Bob's Red Mill gluten-free rolled oats, and I get that in 25-pound bags that I can put in our food storage, and then I just keep them rotated out. So if you'd like a larger bag of rolled oats and they're gluten-free, make sure to check those out. We'll link them in the description. And then I added 1/4 cup of the coconut in here, and I'm going to add the pistachio nuts. So with the rolled oats, coconut, and nuts, that all equaled 2 cups of dried ingredients. A couple of the raisins got in there when I was moving it over, but then we are also going to add those dates and raisins in here. I also added 1 tablespoon of chia seeds in here. Okay, those dates are a little bit sticky. I want to stick it together, so I'm just putting clean hands in the bowl and rubbing them around with the oats, and then that way they won't clump together anymore. Okay, I have my pan ready to go behind me on the stove, and I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter to it, and then I'm going to let it just melt down a little bit and turn it off the burner, and then add 1/4 cup of honey. Okay, to the warm now peanut butter and honey that we added, I'm going to add in a little bit of my homemade vanilla. This actually has Captain Morgan's in it, so it is delicious. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of salt. Just in case I didn't say it out loud, we added a tablespoon of vanilla to this and a pinch of salt. And it did take a little bit longer because we're taking pictures, and it has cooled down. Make sure that you try to get this into the bowl as quickly as possible. Okay, we got the sticky mixture in there. So that's the 1 cup of sticky to the 2 cups of dry mixture. We're going to mix this up really good, and then we're going to put it into the pan, and you want to press it down really good. Okay, we have this all mixed up, and while I was doing this, I was thinking about all of these ingredients are allergy friendly for my house, but if you're trying to make this for your house and you can't use peanut butter, you can use any kind of nut or seed butter to make this mixture. I'm just going to take the mixture now and put it in the pan and just really press down on it until we get it as compact as possible. I'm swapping out spatulas. I like this one because it's not so bendy and the mixture doesn't stick to the spatula, so it makes it really easy to press down. I'm going to add just a little bit of coconut here to the top just to finish it off. This would also be a really good time to add some chocolate. So I have a bowl cover that I'm just going to cover this, and it will go into the refrigerator for an hour or two, and then we'll pull it back out and show you what it looks like. But you can put it into the refrigerator overnight and then do it, so it's a great thing to do the night before you want to use it. But we're also an allergy family and make sure that we only have safe ingredients at our house. So this is very much something that I made when the kids were little and they could help me make them, especially in the morning time for an activity. Then it would chill during nap time and they could have it after nap. So it was a fun activity that they could do with me. But you can totally do it in the evening and let it chill overnight if you wanted to. And then we're going to put this in a glass container, and then it stays in the refrigerator, and it will stay fresh for about 2 weeks. We let these chill in the refrigerator for a couple hours, and now I am going to cut them into bars. We were just noticing as I was cutting, I was using my other hand, my left hand, to push down on the knife. It's not because these are hard to cut, it's just because I have just been in the habit of doing that for so long because I have some shoulder issues. These are perfect, chewy, and soft. I'm going to put these in a airtight container after we eat some for dessert and put them in the refrigerator. We will have this recipe linked in the description so you can go check out the blog post and have all of the measurements, but just know that you can mix in items that you have in your pantry already, and it's a great way to use up little bits of things.